Hi guys, welcome back. Something again, just a little bit different today. It's a Sunday. Friends coming around tonight for dinner, so we're making an Italian. So we're gonna, when we get home, we will be cooking. I think we've got 3 pasta dishes planned and some pizza. It'll be nice. We were shooting yesterday and we're shooting again tomorrow. So it's nice to just have a bit of a quiet day, but you might be able to hear it's been like a nice sort of windy day, so Chris reckoned it would maybe be dry enough to do a burn in this afternoon. He asked if I wanted to come with, so I've tagged along. I brought North here and Chaos, our hairy lurch. So I've torn a muscle in my arm, so I'm struggling to hold the camera with that arm, to be quite honest. So I'll try and turn it a bit. It's not great. It also means that because we are not far off our ski trip, I'm not going to be shooting on our keepers days. Struggling a bit really, like not been able, normally when I get wounded birds back I'll knock them on the head with my stick. I can't even do that really. So it's a bit better today, but the last 2 days have been really painful. So I made the decision not to shoot on our keepers days, which I'm really gutted about because, oh grouse, you can hear them cackling. So they are currently circling round where we've just burnt, and Chris said that that they love it when you burn because they'll circle around and then they'll come in and like tuck into where it's warm still, which is quite cute. But yeah, there has been some grouse just circling around us. I thought it was like quite interesting. I've actually never been burning before. Been with Chris 6 years, I think, something like that. Never been burning. I'm just gonna hop in the tractor. I've hopped in the tractor just to do a bit of just to speak a bit more, because as I said, my arm, I torn a muscle in my arm and it's really hard to hold the North is trying to get in. No, you can't come in. Naughty. Oh, you are in, are you? You have to sit still. Sit. So I've decided I don't think I'm going to be shooting the keepers days, which is really sad because I've actually not shot at all this season. I have not shot. We've had a really busy season and we've just not had chance to get away. Chris has shot a little bit. There was one day I was invited to shoot driven grouse as well, which I haven't done for 4 years, and I've only ever done it once before. And it's just, yeah, so, and I declined that, and I can't think why. I declined it because Alka was getting her hips done, and I have had Alka booked in to get her hips scored 2 or 3 times and had to cancel for various reasons, so I didn't go and shoot driven grouse. Other than that, I haven't really had the time or the opportunity to go, and even that I obviously couldn't do. So I thought obviously I'd be shooting our keepers days, but I'm not. Can't rest it as such because obviously I'm working, I'm always using my arm, but I think shooting would maybe be pushing it out a bit too much because I've only got a couple of days until we would be shooting. So anyway, I need to get these things for Chris. I've never ever been burning before, so the reason that the grouse keepers will burn the heather was back refreshed and healthy, and obviously it's younger, it's more nutritious, it's a better habitat for the birds. What the keepers do is they'll cut a space round, which you'll be able to see, and then they'll burn through it so that it doesn't obviously take out a whole load. They just do it in sections. It looks really smart as well. Like when it goes right, it looks really nice and tidy. It comes back so much healthier, so much fresher. You can see a grouse there, he's just poked his head out. You'll be wondering where I am. Ooh, that was good. You've been wondering where I am, so I better go. Norse, you have to jump out now. Out. You won't want to jump out now, so you've jumped in, you won't want to jump out. Go on, out. Go on. Whee! Good lad. I'm coming. Yeah, I'm coming. Get down. I need that step. Mum's not jumping. Get down. Get down. Good boy. Come on. The tractor fan who tried to get back in without me. Yeah, so come out to do a bit of burning. I have never been burning before. Well, I'm not a gamekeeper and I do not claim to be, so I'm not full of all the knowledge, but I will share the bits that I do know. My arm is so dead. I'm just gonna have to speak in dribs and drabs. Hold it down here for North and film this while I talk, because I can do that. Oh, he's moved. Naughty North. Oh, Stanwick. This is a bit that was just done. You can see how it like stops where the cut is. I filmed this one, so you'll see it being done. Can't believe that bit's done already. Can you explain why we do it, please? You just said that the reason we do it is to refresh the header, so to stop like all this old bits getting too overgrown. And what?
The reason we do it is to encourage new heather growth coming through, which is more nutritious for the growers.
That's what I said, yeah.
Pulls the foliage out a little bit as well, so they're not just living in the jungle.
Do they prefer to live in shorter heather then or not?
You need a mixture of heather, so you always want some long stuff to sort of
Hide in, yeah.
And then stuff for the nesting and some short stuff for the feeding.
Okay, so what about other birds?
Birds all like it, sort of ground nesting birds that live over in the spring, because stuff like oyster catchers and lapwings, they can see predators coming.
Oh yeah.
From the eyesight, so they'll nest on fires.
Okay.
Grouse quite often nest in the edges of fires as well. You always want a little bit around them, so that when the chicks are out on the fire, they have something to run into.
So is that why you burn in sections as well? So like here obviously it's short, whereas then this is like a bit longer, so that they can, like they've got a good mixture, good variation. So they can go and sleep in here and then they can go and eat in here.
Basically, yeah.
Once it comes back through, obviously, not when it's like this. It's so nice to walk on as well when we're shooting. Like, I'll walk on this bit while my dog's hunting this bit. Should we pick her up style? Yeah. Looks so nice and tidy. See a bit of it there. So that's basically a bit about heather burning. You can see this bit. This bit been burnt, would you say? 2 years ago. So you can see sort of the length of this bit. So yeah, so it's all obviously going to be in sections, which is good. You're a pro now, aren't you? Pro burning dog. Like old Chaos. Chaos, our old percher, she just loves this. Because she's really old now. Like, we think she's maybe like, I don't know, 14, 15. Just rehomed her just before me and him got together. So I would say about 6 or 7 years ago. 7 years ago now. And she was not young then. Partially deaf. Not really with it. But she used to come out all the time with us. We used to go anytime we were on doing traps or just out on the fell doing anything we could, obviously, depending on the time of year. She she'd just be out all the time, but she just gets knackered now. So if Chris is like gritting, or you wouldn't think it the way she's actually. Oh wow! Yeah, so Hoss would come out as much as if the sort of time of year allowed it. So i.e. like not springtime, and there's no risk of her catching any chicks or anything like that, or young birds, or disturbing any wildlife. She would be out and she would just run alongside the quad all day long, but she's too old now and she just gets so tired, so she doesn't come out really. But burning like we are today, where we're just pottering about on foot, is perfect for her, and she's just having the best time. She used to be quite a good sort of stoating dog and coursing dog on rabbits and things, but she's a bit slow now. You wouldn't think Hoss was the age she is, the way she just ran through that after a rabbit.
Oh, she had a rabbit in there.
Yeah. Where's it, Hoss? She can't catch him now, though. What is she like? Good girl! No energy for it now. Chaos? Where is it? Where is it? You can see she's now got a collar on because she's officially the pet. The retiree. Believe it or not. And I wanted to buy a nice tweed collar for her. Bless her. Having the best day. Chaos! Hossy! Deaf. Just for an example, comparison, this is the other bits of heather. And it's just so thick. I mean, so this is the sort of stuff that Chris was on about is quite good for them to like hide away in, but obviously you don't want it all to just be like this. You can see the difference to where we were before. You're being a very good boy. Yeah. You're so handsome. You're going to be very handsome when you go out of your baby face, aren't you? So many grouse coming. Come on. It's nice on a cold day anyway. You can feel feel the heat. You're tired now, horse? No? Whoa. Picking up the pace again. You're a bit tired now? Probably heathering you. Dear. Do you heather you tonight? Play, Joe. About a really important part about why we burn wildfires. So basically, if this wasn't managed, if this ground wasn't managed, and someone came up and had, for example, a disposable barbecue, because that seems to be the common thing, that they weren't very responsible about or aware of their surroundings with. And it usually happens in like springtime or something, doesn't it? The worst time of year. And basically a wildfire got away. It would spread hellishly. I mean, you guys will have seen on these videos how rapid this fire goes, and this is like a nice smooth day. Like Chris has just said, this is like an easy sort of easy conditions to burn in. It's like easy to control. Sorry? Oh, too slow he's saying now, but like that's just because the wind's died off a bit now, but it was going really well before. It's still going well. But if you think about if it's really dry in like spring and summertime, and maybe there's a little bit of wind or whatever, how fast a fire would burn if we didn't control. Sorry? Yeah, the wind's changed a lot. If we didn't control the heather and it was all just as thick as this behind me, I think how much ground would be wiped out and how hard it would be to get on top of that to stop it. So you guys will have probably no doubt heard or could easily just Google like a wildfire on the moors in the UK. And it usually happens every year, unfortunately. Something happens where someone will do something will happen, and the moors have a wildfire, and it's ridiculous to get on top of. The more burning management the keepers do, and the more sort of segmented it is, the better it is for that. Basically, it's easier for it to be controlled or to stop. It doesn't progress as rapidly, it doesn't wipe out the habitat. So this is a way of controlling it and making the habitat ideal, but also to stop things like that happening. And it's usually the keepers that are called on to stop it as well when it does happen. And like I said, it's normally spring and summertime, because that's when everyone's out having their barbecues. None the wiser to the countryside, none the wiser to the wildlife, unfortunately, and they're sat thinking, oh, what a lovely view, sat having a barbecue with a lovely view like that, and the next minute the heather goes alight and it's left and it burns out, or they have a campfire. I mean, the amount of times Chris has to pull people off and say, what are you doing? Like, what, do you not have a clue what you are doing right now? And how many birds and bits of wildlife will be wiped out in that. It's really sad, actually. That is another reason why this is done, so that it's segmented. So if you think about how this obviously is patched off and Chris has set a fire and it's naturally stopped, the more control, the more it's sort of segmented and already got some sort of control, the less likely it is to just wipe out the whole fell, or the more it helps to gain control of it because it's already been managed. Hope that makes sense. I don't know the technical side of things as well, but Chris is obviously away. But yeah, We're back and we fed the dogs. Woo! And now the private chef is in the kitchen cooking all of the pasta and pizza ready for our Italian tonight. Private chef, I obviously meant Chris. So what have we got?
Got
lasagna.
chicken carbonara.
Where's that? Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sausage ragu.
Is that? And then what are these?
Like raviolis.
What's in them? Do we know? Oh, I can't remember. That's so good.
Truffle.
Okay. And then, so we could maybe do a little bit of a bolognese, and then some lasagna, and then we also have pizzas, don't we? But they're just, oh, they're in there. Ooh, look. Lovely. And garlic bread. We should do some chips as well, like seasoned chips. Ooh. This is very tired. She enjoyed her day out. I know. By the way, she has options. She doesn't have to be in the crate. She has a bed there, a rug there, and a bed there. But Chaos loves her crate, doesn't she, Chris? She's never out of her crate. It's the state of your Chaos. Betty is shut in because she's in season, and obviously we have guests. We don't need her bleeding all over the floor. We can maybe have one of the dessert wines as well. Yeah. This one. Yeah, I know. Laura, our friend that's coming, is pregnant. Harry can too. Oh yeah, I forgot. He can have a taster. Need to get through. We'll have to save all this for our 30th birthday party. All this alcohol. A little bar area. Our friends are coming slightly later than originally planned, so we've got some time to just chill, which is really nice. We're watching The Traitors at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's what we're watching. So it's actually finished, and Chris has told me who's won. But we've not actually finished watching it yet, so we've got a couple episodes left. So we'd have a wine and watch probably the end of an episode that we were watching before.